incentivize these families who are usually economically disadvantaged. So the only option for them is to sell the girl into marriage, and by that being able to kind of free up some space and kind of also save some money in the family. And I started to think that if we could incentivize them in a way that it becomes economically more beneficial for them to keep the girl at school instead of this one-time payment, we could actually help these families educate more girls, and by that give them opportunity to kind of grow up and be more mature before entering marriage life and bringing up children. And this is kind of the whole starting point. And I introduced my idea to this blockchain association here in Finland, and a couple guys over there were thinking that it's a great idea. It's actually something that is not there in the market, and I decided to join the pitching event that took place in a couple of weeks. At that time, I had no idea what does pitching mean. I had no idea about startup world. I didn't know anything, and I went into the stage, gave my pitch, told people that 12 million girls every year are under threat of being forced into marriage. And the worst thing happened to me on stage. The first jury member, who was kind of the honorary jury and a woman, she laughed at me. And she told me that, how stupid are you to think that someone would sell their daughter into marriage? And of course, I was a bit shocked, not only for being laughed at, but for the fact that this is how ignorant people are. This is how much they know about this situation. So I kind of understood that I have to do something. I cannot just leave it here. Luckily, there was other people in the jury, and they kind of encouraged me to move forward and take this mission forward. And one of the jury members even opened up his contacts to me and kind of helped me move forward. So that was the starting point. But kind of in Finland, we have very strict fundraising laws. So it wasn't that easy. I couldn't continue and move forward with the original idea of creating this incentivizing model. But we started to map out what are the fundraising needs of NGOs that are in the sphere of encouraging women and girls' rights and such. So we started to investigate these. We started to learn about their problems and pains. We interviewed them, and that by that time, we actually understood from those NGOs and people that we reached out that there is not so much actually problem that, of course, the funding is always a trouble and problem, but they had another more painful problem, which was that they had the human operated chats and some services to help and support violence victims. So those who are experiencing domestic violence and intimate partner violence, but these NGOs didn't have enough resources. They didn't have enough skilled people to respond to the need of these people. And we started the idea that what if we use AI to support these, so that it could be there available 24/7 on their website and maybe accessible through the phone of these victims, and they can chat and talk and get guidance whenever they need. And that was the starting point of creating iNot chatbot for victims of violence.
Okay, that is very nice, and I'm very shocked that people are so ignorant to if a thing doesn't belong to their thinking, they think it's fake or it doesn't exist, and just decide to completely ignore that. Next, I would like to talk about gender equality, freedom of speech, and importance of fairness or equality of gender. But before that, I would like to ask you, do you identify yourself as a feminist?